No crew without a captain. No captain without a ship. Okay, so you're gonna roll dice to. Oh, so it's like a. There's a. Was this how the Witcher dice game worked? There's some video game that has this dice concept, I think. But I think you're just trying to get those values. Like you're gonna keep rolling dice to get those numbers.
Yeah, but you can only get them in a certain order.
Yes. No crew without a captain. No captain without a ship.
Okay.
So just throw the dice and let's see what happens.
Here we go. Just need a 6, a 5, and a 4. Okay, got a ship. It's better than nothing.
Okay, so I guess you don't have to
This ship is mine.
assemble it in order. You just have to, over successive rolls, get those. Oh, and he... No, okay. I don't know.
I was able to use 2 of the 6s I got. When I was able to use one of them as the ship.
I need
Right.
a 5. Just give me a 5.
Man, what game is this? Is this how
Still
Yahtzee
incomplete?
works, maybe?
Jeez.
Not really.
Sounds like a no score.
There's some game where like you roll dice and then you just choose to keep some dice and you roll the ones that you keep. And there's some... Oh, God. What is that?
This is my last chance. Don't fail me. Yay. No full ship. No score. Alright. Your turn.
Oh, I get it. So Daniel's been winning over and over. I'm gonna call it now. He's cheating. This is where we find out that that he's cheating.
6, please. 6.
And then we take a finger from him.
Yeah.
Come on. Give me
He's stealing.
something. Anything. Why don't I get a full ship? Come on.
Right now he's just play acting, right? That he
Right.
He can't control the outcome.
Right.
Okay. Let me throw now. Come on. I need a ship.
Too bad.
So is this?
Still no ship. Seriously?
Stuck in a
From a
hybrid.
programming
Too
perspective,
bad.
I don't
Is
know.
this
I
scripted?
actually don't know.
Full ship and cargo. What are you gonna do?
You just lucked out.
I feel like this is scripted.
Got a ship now.
Like with all the voice acting and all the cues and everything that people are like the Daniel responding to what you're saying, that kind of thing. I mean, it's possible it's not, but
Ahoy.
it would be a lot easier to do.
I have a crew now. Here comes the loot.
I guess. I mean, add all dice to the loot, right? Why not?
Hey,
Yeah.
pretty good loot.
Unless you can re-roll the dice for better loot. Oh, you can't because you only get 3 throws, I guess.
All right, your turn.
Yes.
Which reminds me of
Yeah.
the sort of
job.
D&D game and beyond Before the Storm.
I need
Yeah,
a score
you kind
now.
of, yeah, a little bit.
Pretty please.
He's literally playing through a whole like
Yeah, that was fun.
tabletop
That's fun.
game.
Ooh.
That was optional too, I think, if I recall.
Yes, it is.
This isn't.
Well, you can stop playing at any time.
Oh, okay, so it is optional.
Oh,
I was just curious.
So,
if
so maybe
point
then
to
it
this.
isn't. I was gonna say, well, if you can stop playing at any time, maybe it isn't scripted.
not bad.
Okay, let me throw now. Can I get something?
It
better
gives the
this time?
feeling. It gives off the feeling that Don't Nod are just like bored.
Oh.
Yeah.
they,
Hell?
they just want to do something.
Yeah.
Bored of like the typical
I wonder
walk and
what we would have
interact.
done if we didn't
Right.
find these dice.
I want to make a mini game.
Probably
All
read
right.
all these books.
Boring. You remember that time I beat Dad at
You know what
chess?
makes this video game
You
or
mean
this
we
video
did
game?
that?
You know what make this mini game
You did
not
help me
actually
distract them.
a fun play? All these
Bet he would have liked this game.
Definitely.
if your goal is to play this game, imagine all these
Just
times
like us.
loading screens in between your turns.
Diaz, King of Seas.
Obviously, the
Got a
point though is to
shit.
tell a story.
They don't have the budget for actually
Come
seeing the
on,
dice roll onto the
Anything.
cardboard. That would be too much work.
Do you think
Dice
Grandma and
physics.
Grandpa will have a console?
I don't think so, dude. Sorry.
No biggie. I like playing dice and stuff too.
Whoa. Daniel the big nerd. Getting sick of screens.
No way. It's nice for a change.
They're Stadia
still
diehards,
want
the
my
grandparents.
Yeah.
Still on my play box.
You're not going to get a play box because the grandparents are Stadia diehards.
For when I
The
come
play
home.
box is a pretty good name for a console.
I'm sure he is, pal. No
Actually,
way you could give up your
It's
super
no
game.
game sphere.
Still incomplete?
I wonder if a playbox would be one of those things that like Nintendo could have thought of.
No, we can't. Because then everyone's just going to call any console a play box.
Ahoy.
We're going to lose our brand. Nintendo apparently fought aggressively to
Mushrooms growing up
prevent
so
that from
fast.
happening. You're probably aware
Oh,
of
yeah,
Really?
for sure.
Yeah.
I don't see much difference.
Well, she's still a tiny dot, but I can tell she's getting older and smart. You're a smart girl, right? She's so cute. I love her forever.
So when I was working from home today, I didn't feel like working. I went down a Wikipedia hole.
What? Come on. Sits, please.
Read the
See,
Wikipedia page.
sorry,
Okay.
we are
Oh, go
getting
ahead.
repeating
Got a ship.
dialogue right now, so I think it is not scripted, maybe?
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, go on.
Come on.
Well,
Give me
you know, it's
something.
totally relevant to the podcast,
Anything.
but I went down the Wikipedia page for Kmart.
Oh, yeah.
Ew, It was a
You,
gross-
you have a
As
Kmart
one
around you?
does.
Have you had a Kmart around you?
We had Kmart's around us.
Yeah, it's nothing really interesting to report. Just
And
it's kind of
I
interesting to
win.
read this
Do you know what it means?
Yeah, okay.
breakdown
You
of
want it.
how this massive conglomerate failed over years, and like I'm just reading the timeline of they
Let's
sold this many stores this year, this many hundreds of stores in 2017, this many hundreds of stores in 2018. They tried this,
Yeah.
but it didn't work. They sold this.
Here, what do you think?
Anyway, long story short, there's like a dozen
Yes.
Kmart's still
I
open,
know
I
I'm
think.
not as good as you, but
Nah, it's really cool, dude.
So he won and got to draw
so
his dog on my
let's do
backpack.
another one.
It's bedtime. Gotta get up.
God.
early.
I'm gonna finish my comic book.
Kill myself, play that again. Not that that was that bad, but like I just can't imagine
She has to pee.
Okay.
a round of that would be any different. It would just be this.
One more round!
Just
They're
watch
doing
though. You keep
smoke.
playing it, and you can get like hours and hours and hours
Right.
of new content,
Don't-
new dialogue and stuff.
No.
Just because
But
that's where the real game's at.
it's our last night, so we can do anything. All right, all right.
That's where the mysteries are
I
revealed
heard you the first time,
in the
dude.
dice game. I remember playing like the Assassin's Creed games had those little mini game things like little dice and chess and stuff like that. I
Yeah.
remember playing Assassin's Creed 3.
Yeah.
They had a like a checkers game that was literally
okay.
broken.
Oh, how so?
That you could lose even when you had like the
Oh my
clear
God.
ability to win because the game just decided that you can't move in a certain direction.
That's awesome. Gotta love when things are just obviously not play tested.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the Baron Award, so Mountain Blade. One of the new things is that in the tavern, there are board games you can play, like 8 games you can play, usually per tavern. And the kind of cool thing about it is that I think I don't know how many there are, but there's probably one per culture. There's like 5 different nations, and each of them is just kind of like a different medieval variation of chess before chess was chess. So it's kind of neat to play. Just like
real world variations of chess.
Yes, yeah, real
Okay.
world variations of chess. So like it's kind of just like a cool like, oh hey, I can see how this is sort of like chess and how chess grew from this, and You play one game, then you go to a different tavern, and it's a different real world variation of chess before chess existed. You know.
He's feeling it. He's feeling the Jedi envy.
Oh man, we're like an hour into recording. We just got the title card.
Well, that's
I mean,
kind of how
takes
it was with the first episode too.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a while
We
for
went
us to
through all
talk
that.
about stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, and look around at everything. I'm one of those players who's like nervous that I'm gonna miss something because I didn't look at everything. Like,
Oh yeah, me too. I obsessively check over everything.
even in my speedrun playthrough of the first episode again,
Oh, you're checking
I-
everything just fast.
I caught stuff that I didn't see in
Really?
on a
Wow.
playthrough somehow
These-
because
these ga-
probably
oh,
because I was
go ahead,
talking
sorry.
to you, you know.
Yeah. No, it's easy to get distracted when you're in the middle of a conversation and stuff's happening on the screen. These games actually are pretty good about that kind of thing. I think like that's one credit I'll give to this series. Life is Strange 1 had the kind of cool mechanic. I stopped caring that much about it after a couple episodes, but where you would have to get all the pictures and everything. It's like a cool, like, completionist way to play the game because some of them were definitely easily missable, you know?
Yes, there is a similar thing here, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
It's not as like engaging.
That's the drawings, right?
Yeah, I guess so. There's those pictures, like the sketches in the notebook that show you
Yeah,
like what
yeah.
what the scene is.
Right, but I mean, it's not quite the same as, like, I know you're not saying it's the same, but it's obviously, like, not as, like, engaging on a collector's perspective compared to Life is Strange 1, where you just had, like, a gallery of, like, 30 blank spots you had to fill.
Yes, and you're having to actually seek out and get the shots.
Right,
You see the sketches and then you complete it by getting the same shot. with the
Oh, yeah,
camera,
you're right. That is a good one.
finding
How are you
the
doing?
I forgot about that. It's like you see the sketches, so like you get a clue.
I'm
Yeah.
coming.
yes.
Yeah, that was good. Man, let's talk more about how much we like the first game while we play this one.
Mushroom wants to go out. Don't you hear?
Yeah, sorry.
Move.
I wish we had recorded that playthrough where you watched me play it for the first time because that was a lot of fun.
So,
Yeah.
what's going on?
It doesn't fit in. There's too much stuff. It's fucking bullshit.
It's fucking bullshit.
I like to just imagine that while you're thinking about this, Sean is just staring at
Okay.
Daniel.
No more sweat.
Sure.
Just like with those dead eyes.
You're always polite.
Come on, chill out. What did you pack in? What the Dude, you can't fit the whole room in. Don't worry. Your super strong big brother can help.
Awesome. Thanks, Sean.
Well, looks like we're almost set.
Where's Mushroom?
He just waved his hands
Still
and
Peeing, I guess?
the bag was magically
I'm
big
gonna
enough.
check what she's up to.
All right,
Okay.
check me out.
Fill up our
Here it
bottles
is. Life
and
is Strange
I'll catch
3,
up
the
with you
plot.
guys.
Main character, his power is that any backpack he wears is a bag of holding.
Whoa.
And then when he takes it off his back, because it's no longer on his back, it's no longer a bag of holding, so everything just explodes out of the backpack.
That's a downside.
Once you get used to squatting, it's not so bad. This is rank. Sharing with Daniel was the worst.
Hmm.
Okay, all done. Where the hell is he?
It's probably fine.
Sean, you guys have been living here for like over a month. Like, I'm sure Daniel's fine.
It's fine.
Just go back to bed. He'll come back like a lost dog. When he gets hungry.
Daniel! Hey, you out here?
Fine is what it is. Don't worry, your little noggin.
Daniel!
He finds Daniel Akira fused with the dog in a mass of flesh. Brother!
It hurts!
It hurts, brother! Daniel!
We have a 2-day walk ahead.
Sean!
Better get going.
Daniel!
Would be kind of cool to see one of these games with like a power conceit just go like full blown wild bow type with the power and get a lot of body horror and shit like that.
Where are you?
That's what your analogy made me think of. I guess not really analogy, whatever. Your thing.
Yeah.
Your joke. Your bit.
My gag.
Your
Your
gag.
reference.
Your reference. Mushroom, no!
What the fuck happened here?
Am I finally free of the burden?
That's not good.
I think I'm free of the burden, dude. Andy, we did it.
Oh. What if he, to add to this game's even more depressing tone, what if, like, Daniel went out practicing and accidentally hurt Mushroom?
It fused him, yeah. Fused him.
Actually, yeah, you're probably right on the money here. There it is.
Daniel?
Oh, it's a cougar.
Oh shit.
Oh, come on.
Do not
Not Mushroom.
move.
You killed her! She was my friend!
Calm down, okay? Listen.
Leave me alone! No!
Wait, why does the right thing have a... Oh, because it uses his power?
Mm-hmm.
So I should probably, Okay.
Well, I mean, the cat's been lifted now. The cat is so pissed off. Like, at this point, you're committed. Like, what does stopping Daniel do for anybody? In fact, like in this situation, I don't know. I don't want to. Ultimately, let's remind our listeners here. I'm watching. This is Flask's playthrough, and we agree 95% of the time, so it's not ever a problem. But so I don't want to influence you too much here, but I would have been for using the power to get the fucking thing that can kill you in 2 seconds away from you. Like,
Yes. Now, I'm going to say, in the real world, I would be like, okay, Daniel, it's completely fine if you just, like, throw this thing, whatever, and we go.
yeah.
But, in a video game like this, where there's choices and they matter...
You're gonna throw it into a pack of Boy Scouts.
No, more like, I'm making an Akira because I'm letting him use his power for violence.
Oh, I see what you mean. Ooh, like, what if that's this game? Yeah, like, if you let him use his power too much as it ramps up, like, he becomes Akira by the end.
Yeah. That's the only thing that I'm thinking of.
Hmm.
But now, there's also the thought, we could just do what we think is, like, the natural common sense approach. And then
But-
just, like, be kind of... have like roll our eyes a little bit, I guess, at an Akira situation if it should arise.
Right. And, I think that's all good. I'm not trying to sway you here, but here's my counterpoint. From a meta perspective, we know that this cougar isn't going to kill either of them. So there's not actually anything possibly bad that could happen from you stepping forward.
Right.
I don't know. It actually is a tough decision, though.
I think
My-
that's
my-
actually
my-
a convincing argument that, like, we're worried about the idea that we're letting Daniel commit violence with his superpowers. So,
Right.
but we also know that we're not going to be killed by a cougar right now. So,
Right, and
there's
like
no
that
real
makes
downside.
that makes me feel like step forward is the choice, but I almost feel like we cheated to get there. Just like that's one of the difficult things about games like this is that like
Yes.
you ask me in the moment, like as soon as I saw this choice, I was saying, fucking throw the thing. But then as we think about it, it's like, okay, well, actually I know it's not gonna hurt them. So
That is the problem. I'm so conditioned that the first thing I thought of was, okay, what does this choice actually mean for a video game?
right. I kind of just reacted, but then these things almost need like some of these games have a little decision timer at them. I don't know. I'm not saying this game needs that. I don't know. It would play totally different if you didn't have time to consider your choices.
But to be honest, if it had one, I probably would have chosen step forward because I thought, oh, the game wants me to choose.
Oh, well, sure, yeah. But for you would have just because you're
But
your
you would
reaction
have
was
done
that.
don't intervene because
Right.
that makes more sense in real world
Right.
terms.
I think we're kind
I
of.
think I'm gonna do step forward.
I was gonna say I think we're settling on step forward. It sounds like yeah.
Go away! Go!
Oh, great fucking plan.
No! No!
Oh, so that's the consequence. Daniel's gonna be pissed at you for letting it take its dog.
Why?
Fuck. Daniel, I'm so sorry. Just wouldn't have changed anything to kill it.
Well, you can say that because you're alive. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like things worked out. Well, let's step back 2 seconds here, and remember that your plan was instead of letting your telekinetic brother throw the cougar to Kingdom Come, you ran at it with a stick until it got distracted by food.
Yes.
Like,
in hindsight, because we're not dead, violence was wrong.
right. So I wonder if that had you said don't intervene, I wonder if that would have created a conflict between your earlier choice where you said no, it's dangerous, not only as a last resort.
Yeah.
Like something the characters would have talked about, or
Here.
some type of consequence for
You should do it.
the incongruence there.
Maybe so.
Oh, thank God! I've been wondering this whole game. Are they Christian? Are they Jewish?
That's it. It's pointless. Can't even bury her.
Well, unless you want to say something.
Goodbye, Mushroom. You were such a good puppy. I'll always remember. Running through the snow with you. And how you snuggled. And I'll never forget you. Never.
Sorry.
Rip. R.I.P. Dude.
No, he's gonna say he's saying rest in peace
You won't be
thoughtfully.
forgotten.
Sean, do you think she's up in heaven? With Dad?
Jesus Christ.
Nah. I mean, Mushroom's up in heaven, but
God, dude. I would have never picked Nah, but
What about his
so
eyes?
badly I want to go to YouTube right
Don't worry, man. There's no allergies.
Feel that place out.
They'll be fine together.
so I guess it subverted my expectations in that I didn't expect the dog to get killed in episode 2, like right after the title.
Yeah, right?
But is it like I don't like seeing anybody or any animal get hurt or anything or killed. But in gameplay terms, I'm kind of glad that I don't have to worry about a puppy anymore.
Oh, I can
That
see
I
what you-
barely had a time
Yeah.
where I had to worry about a puppy.
It's one less stressor, one fewer
Yeah.
stressor. Yeah.
That's the whole reason I didn't take the puppy in the first place, because I didn't want to add that to my list of things to worry about.
List of concerns. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish we didn't have to go. I like having a house again.
Come on. Let's hit the road.
But this is the house Mushroom was killed in.
What about my traps? Should we leave them up?
Don't
Might get
protect
the
next
cougar.
runaways that stay here.
Or they'll catch the next runaways that come here.
I put both you in charge of the house, Mushroom.
So long, my dudes.
Now I'm imagining the cougar trapped somehow under one of those little blue buckets, like struggling
God.
wildly. Ah.
Don't worry, Daniel. You'll eventually be able to make your.
You cut out. What did you say? Make your what?
Make your own dog.
Through alchemy.
Daniel just gradually improves until by episode 5 he's basically a little Dr. Manhattan. Poor Daniel. I could see that he's never played a hit GameCube video game, Psyops.
The Mind Gate Conspiracy, perhaps?
Yes, because that is the game. Because if he had played that game, surfing around on a piece of wood or something by now.
Ah, right.
Such a cool little game. I wish it was there were a sequel for that. If I remember right, it was in development for a while and never precipitated.
I always get that game confused with Second Sight.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I've never played Second Sight, but I understand the comparison.
Like, I forget which one has which elements to it. Sean and Daniel moved on from the death of Little Mushroom. Into the wild yonder they roamed, in search of their grandparents' home. Little knowing they would meet a very special boy.
Oh, is it
Power
because
to
he's...
fly.
Oh, I thought you meant, yeah. These, I'm not saying to knock it. It's cool. But these developers sure do excel and like doing a lot of brooding moments. All the times
Contemplative montages.
Well, not even just that, but all the times when like I sit somewhere and your character kind of like monologues out what's going on,
Mulls over.
Right.
Yeah. It's a nice song.
Mm-hmm. I think I said it last episode, but these games generally pretty much nail the soundtrack.
Yes.
I'm glad this game is not doing, and maybe it will when it needs to, but the super easy thing where like the main characters that are on the run are just instantly recognized by everybody. Like as if everybody is always watching the same news channels and see the same news stories all the time. Or as if they're the most important people in the world right now. But, you know, maybe I'm speaking too soon. This game might end up doing that when it needs to accelerate the plot or something.
I wouldn't be surprised. But I would
You made
be
it, Daniel.
annoyed.
I'm kind of curious to see how this goes down because I don't expect the grandparents to be like, oh, we should call the cops, but I also don't expect the grandparents to just let 2 children leave without a fight. You know what I mean? Like leave to go back wandering the United States without.
Come here.
On their way
Yeah.
to Puerto
Let me check you
Rico.
out.
Right,
I mean,
right.
Claire
Yeah.
likes everything.
Like I think it's gonna end up with
super
like either they have
Dad
to
said
leave
she
or they
got
sneak
pissed
out or
because he let
something.
me bring a snowball in the house. We don't want to look like total pigs.